Hello, scrappy friends. Today we're going to dive into our Creative Memories 110 Scrapbooking Borders and Ideas Sketchbook. What I do is I take a sketch from the book, and today I'm going to be working on page 19, this sketch right here. And I'm going to take this sketch. I use different tools and different paper, and I recreate this sketch, and then I'm going to take it and use it right away onto a scrapbook layout page and create a fast one-page layout today. So if you follow along, we're on page 19. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen so we can take a closer look at it. So they have this as a vertical sketch. And as a border, but we can turn that any way we want. We can use it horizontally or vertically. That's what I really like about these borders. It depends on your photos and what you have in mind for your layout. Very simple one today. There's a base and then a layer. So if you look at the inspiration, the base would be the black paper that we see, and then the first layer they use some white paper. And then on top of that first layer, there is 2 border punches, and you can use border punch or you can use a border making cartridge. And they did the same on both sides and butted them up in the middle, and then put a border sticker down the center of those, and then some easy embellishments. So we're going to keep very straightforward to this and create it with Christmas items. So let me come on back to my desk and I'll show you what I'm going to use today. And I'm just pulling out some random pieces of paper that I feel like they all go together. Then I have a full piece of paper and some cardstock that we'll use when we go to create the page. I'm also going to use for my punch out the Poinsettia border making cartridge. Let's get to trimming. Let me go ahead and put the sketch up in the corner so you can follow along. So I'm going to start with the base, and the base is going to be 2 3/4, and I am following the measurements exactly how they had it on the blog. Okay, so that's just going to be a straight cut. I think this would look really nice too if we did some kind of fancy blade on it, but I'm going to keep mine straight for today. On top of that, I've kind of put more bold pattern at the bottom, and then I'm going to layer this on the top. So this will be my first layer, this gray checkered. And for this one, I'm just going to do a little bit smaller and do 2 1/2. So it's going to layer up like this. There we go. And we're ready to do some punching with our border making cartridge. Again, you could use, the border making cartridges are thinner. And so if you were going to use a border punch, you would just want to make sure that your base and your first layer are wide enough to accommodate whatever punch that you're using. But this one is going to be cut at 1 inch, so I know my base is going to be plenty wide. And so for that, I'm going to bring in these 2 pieces, one red and one green, and punch them out. These are going to be trimmed at 1 inch. And then there's the green one. And now the red. I feel like I'm moving it. There we go. And let's just assemble this together. Okay, and then let's bring this one in just as a little placeholder. Okay, and there could be a space in between because we're going to cover that up anyway. So as long as you have something wide enough to cover your space, you're fine. I'm just eyeballing it to kind of make it the same distance on both sides. I'm going to come in just a little bit more. Okay. So depending on what you used, you might have a bigger gap here or a no gap at all. Now I am going to turn mine to be a horizontal border. instead of a vertical one because I feel like it's going to better suit my layout, and that's what you want to do. I'm just going to straighten that one out a bit. You want to make sure that it suits your photos and what you want to do with it today. There we go. Okay, so for my strip here, like I was saying, you can use a border sticker. You can even throw in some washi tape right there if you wanted, but I am going to use one of my laser cut borders. I think I might want to bring that up. Let's see, maybe not. I was thinking maybe some foam tape, but I'm going to put it down, and I'll use repos in case I want to come back. These are two-sided, that's why I keep flipping it over. This side has a little bit of speckles on it where the other side doesn't, and I think I like that better. So let me go ahead. I'm going to just put a little repositionable tape. I could come back if I want to pop it up just like that. In fact, I'm going to do one change. I'm going to flip it around and put the green side up so that these red cardinals are on the green side. Okay, there we go. And then I just want to bring in a title, and for that I wanted to bring in this word joy. It's just from my stash. It's some wooden pieces, and they're little space. I'm going to scoot them a little closer, but it's going to go in somewhere over here. I'm going to keep really close to what they have there, and I do feel like it's just floating there and needs to pop out. So I'm going to bring in this little red doily. I just cut on my die cut machine, and I'm going to put it right about there, and then it'll go on top like that. There we go. Now I can decorate. I'm going to put something down here. Let's go with a little star. In fact, we'll do two of them. There we go. That's cute. Okay, there's our border. I just took it from the vertical, turned it horizontally. Okay, let's bring in our paper and make this page. It's going to be a quick one today. I love this plaid, but I'm going to spare it a little. I'm going to cover it up with some green. I kind of went back and forth on what I wanted for the actual photos. I think I'm just going to go with the green. I think that is going to help pop that right out. So a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and gut this out so I can save a big chunk for future layout. It has that nice green plaid on the back too. And I'm just going to do a 1 inch. And mitering probably would work pretty good on this plaid paper, but I gut because it's quicker for me. It comes a little bit, I could just whip it out, but you can miter this as well. It really depends on the base page that you're using, and I think that a plaid would work pretty well. So that's our first step. Gut that out, save that piece for later. And then my green piece, I'm going to trim down to 11-inch square. These are very common measurements. It's just a block style. We do this one all the time. Very, very good base page to know and just have in your mind. It'll look like this. Gives a nice 1 inch or half an inch border all the way around. If you wanted less of your red paper showing, then you'd make 11.5-inch square. Okay, and then my border is going to come up just like that. I want a little bit. I'm going to wait till I get my photo placement on here to really move this around, but I think I want a little bit of the green popping out at the top, it overhanging my block there. Okay, let's grab the photos. So these photos are from 2010. I don't need to have a journaling area in here because this is just going to be another page to my already Christmas layouts that I have for 2010. Okay, this is just some Christmas morning photos, like I said, to continue. And let's see, I'm going to put this one. These two horizontal, well, this was a 4x4. It's going to go up here at the top, and then my horizontal photo. And then let's see if I can get all of these. I might have to scoot it up a bit. Let's move this up to the top. Let's see if it's like a puzzle now. I got to figure out how I'm going to get all these on here. Let's move her over here. You see, you can really play around with, once our border's done, and that's going to be my primary decoration on this page, I could do several different things. And now it looks like I have to move it all the way to the top so that everything fits. I want to try and get everything in the block if I could. And I've already trimmed these down. I could trim them a little more, which looks like I might have to. I do want to keep everything in the block. I want to get all 5 of these on here. I'm determined. Okay, let's scoot that like that. You can tell that that shirt does mean something in our family, so that's why a lot of photos of it. Okay. I was wondering how much room I was going to have right here to bring in this cardinal piece, but I am not sure it's going to fit. So let's just space this out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down. If your photos were the opposite and you had horizontal photos and 2 verticals, you can turn it and then make your border going vertical like they did in the sketch. And there we go. I really liked this cardinal. So I think I want to fussy cut that out because I have the cardinals up here. Actually, I could take it right to the edge, that little flat spot to the edge of the green block. And there we go. I like it. I think I'm going to scoot it up just a tad. Nope, back down. Okay, it's going to go right there. Kind of want it touching that other, both photos. There. Let's see if there's anything else we want to add for some finishing touches. I do have some more stars. Let's see. I honestly didn't bring too many supplies with me over here today, so I'm kind of going to use what I brought. That's the best tip I could probably give you. Sometimes prep your page and then just work with what you have. Don't get up. Challenge yourself. Don't get up. Use what you brought with you, and because I could go get anything from my room. I'm still in the same room. But okay, so I like it. I like it because it brought in the stars from up there and it just gave me a little bit of something to fill in the green area there. I hope that you liked that idea, and thank you for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. Take care, everybody, and until next week, I'll see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.